Orlando, Florida, which is not only home to some of the largest theme parks in the country, but is also home to one of the largest RC events in history, and Inside RC was there to cover it. The event is the annual Snowbird Nationals indoor electric RC car race. It spans an entire week and is attended by more drivers than any other event like it. We followed two drivers through the competition this year. Matt Francis with Team Losi, who most of you are familiar with and who's been on the show a couple of times, and TJ Domark, who is carrying the Trinity banner. We had fun watching them, but we also tried to give you a little bit of an inside look at what a racer's day looks like when they're involved in a competition like this. I'm going to turn it over to Mike Boylan now, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the event. So stick around, enjoy the racing, and I'll check back with you when it's all over.
Hello, I'm Mike Boylan, the promoter race organizer of the Snowbird Nationals here in Orlando, Florida. It's February and we're hosting the Snowbird International Championship with 11 foreign countries and 35 states represented this weekend. We have 830 entries this year, which has turned out to be the largest RC car race ever recorded. And of course, RC car racing is a huge hobby around the world.
We have races from all over the world, racing both road course and oval. Road course is set up on a carpet floor. We put plywood down and then carpet top of the floor and stretch it all out and put a road course on top of it. Most road course is made out of a 2-inch PVC. The length of the track is about 326 feet right now. They're running speeds of 10.4, 10.5 seconds around the track. So if you actually calculate that out, we hit speeds with a radar gun of about 52 miles an hour on one of the straightaways. So average time and speeds in scale is probably a little over 200 miles an hour in scale. My job as a race director is to make sure all the racers follow the rules, make sure everything is handled properly, do direction as far as where they go through tech, how they get out of tech. I do announce all the oval races, technical rules that goes along the line. That's basically what a race director does. Make sure everyone is following and doing it and having a great time.
I'm in two divisions tonight, the 4Cell 19 turn, 4Cell modified. 4Cell 19 turn, basically a class, a little bit more of a limited division that everybody runs a handout motor, and basically it's based on driver ability and chassis setup. 4Cell modified class, a little bit more of an open division that allows you to tune the motors to the best of your ability. There's a broader range of motor selections. Batteries will definitely play a factor, along with car handling.
This is a Team Losi Triple XS Graphite Edition sedan car. It's our 1/10 scale touring racing car. We've had it out for a couple years now, and each week we do a little bit more testing with it and getting it a little bit more tuned in each week. This week we have about 15 guys racing it, and should be really good. We have everybody doing more work and working together and getting it all set up right, and racing begins here in a couple hours, so should be really good.
How I'm going to fare tonight. Trinity's introduced a brand new race car to the industry. We've only had about 2 weeks of practice on it, so right now we're still working out a lot of the bugs, and hopefully we'll get some cars in the show. I think we're not really here, you know, we'd like to win, but our main objective is just get the cars in the show and show everybody that we're back, and it's going to be a contender.
We started out 4 years ago here at the Ramada with only 380 entries, and it's turned into a sellout show. We have a waiting list of hundreds of racers that would like to participate, but we just don't have the time. It's turned it into something special, and we're really glad Inside RC is here to do their television show. We hope you enjoy the action.
Cool hobbies are part of your life. Visit coolhobbyshops.com to locate the coolest hobby shop near you.
All right, we're here at the Snowbirds, and the race is on. We're on Friday of this week-long marathon. Right now on the racetrack are oval cars. We're going to run through the procedure that a racer might do if he or she is up. So I just found out that I am up next 4 minutes from now, so I have my race car, and I'm walking through. So usually they walk fast because they're hurry, you know. So we'll come over here, see all these radios and try to remember which one's mine. So I have a little sticker on my car to remind me. So I grab my radio. So I'll walk around, stand in line, usually pushing people because I'm up next. Okay. We check the weight. All right. We check the ride height.
Yeah, he went through all that.
All right. And I'm ready to go racing. Now we'll go over here and stand in line.
How you doing, Mikey?
Good. Usually a racer will wish you good luck, but they don't really mean it because they're your competition. So then we got to work our way through here. We got to stand in line. We have frequency pins. Got to grab my pin so no one else can turn the radio on. I'll put that on my radio, hand it to my pit buddy, and go up on the stand and start shaking.
This track here, the 4Cell 19 turn car, with it being a little bit slower of a speed, we're going to be wide open the whole time. A lot of it's just being smooth on the wheel, and you know, your trigger's basically going to be an on-off switch. The 4Cell modified car is going to be a little bit faster. It's going to require a little more driving ability. Speeds, we're probably looking at about another 10 miles an hour on top of the handout division. Competition's definitely greater. A lot of factory drivers in that class. But again, right now we're looking okay, and we'll just see how the night pans out.
We start our 19-turn expert class here first, and my plan for that is to go out and get a clean run in. They do a random shuffling on the qualifying, meaning that after you run your first race, they reshuffle the race and put you with guys that are your speed. So if you have a bad run in the first race, that puts you in a real bad qualifier, so it's real hard to get a good run after that. So it's real important just to go out and get a good, clean, solid run in the first round of qualifying and seat you in the proper position for the next rounds.
Paul, Brian, Marcus, Matt, Gilles, and Alexander. All right, they're all on the clock, and this is going to be one smoking qualifier. Dumas with 11.3 to start it out. 11.3 from Lemieux is the 5 car, your early leader. Dumas in second, Barry Baker in third. Paul Lemieux showing as your leader. Baker now 11.5, Dumas 11.3. Lemieux with 11.3. Kinwald now 11.1, and that puts him as the leader in the 6 car. Kinwald with 11.1, Lemieux 11.3, Dumas 11.3. Dumas in the 2 car running third. Kinwald in that second spot. You drop 2/10 on a lap, and you're going 5 places down this list. Baker now at 11.4, Kinwald 11.6, and that puts the 1 car, Barry Baker, as your new leader. Mike Dumas in the 2 car running third. Coming past the driver's stand, 10 seconds left on the clock. 11.2 from Baker, 13.2 from Kinwald, maintains that second spot. Craig Drescher, 11.4. Gilles Grosskamp, 12.1. 3, 2, 1. There's your tone, drivers. Keep going. Everybody is still on the clock. Keep going, Brian. Barry Baker is done. Everybody else is still running. Craig Drescher's done. Jared, you're done. Mike Dumas is done. BK, you're done. Gilles is done, Matt is done, Alex is done. Looks like Paul of you out early, and we got to look close at this, and that is Barry Baker with the win.
Well, that race didn't go so well, not quite like I planned, but we'll come back for next time. We got bumped around a little bit at the start, but during the middle of the race it went really good. Car was working good, so I got confidence for next run. We'll come back, might make a couple minor changes, and then come back for next week. We'll be all right.
Visit your local hobby shop or log on to Dubro.com. Dubro Racing, keeping you on track.
All right, we're going up for the 3rd round of qualifying. First round went really good, end up 3rd overall. So go up there and try and improve my time a little bit. We had 1 round this morning in the spec class, and that went really good. Ended up 6th qualifier on that. Everybody's so close, it's just anybody's race. I had one bobble that cost me maybe a little bit higher position. But we got last round, or second round of mod right now, about 5 minutes, so see how it goes from there. Should be good.
Well, we'll wish Matt good luck as he heads off to the qualifier. In the meantime, let's take a look at a new computerized scoring system, specifically designed for these types of events.
Hi, I'm Doug Hay from rcscoringpro.com, and we're here to introduce a new program that we're introducing here at the show, and it's called RC Scoring Pro, and it's to run the radio-controlled car races here. And what we do is we use personal transponders, and these are made in Holland, and they have a unique 7-digit number. And what it does is when it crosses the loop, it sends a unique 7-digit number to a decoder box, which is then sent to the software. And the software gets this number, and it can tell which driver is using that based on the number. So when the transponder crosses the line, it sends you a code that tells you which driver is using the transponder and what his lap time was. So from the times it sends, you can configure a lot of things like their average lap and their fastest lap and the pace they're on and things like that. So it causes a lot less headaches for the race directors. And it'll give you little notices in case it'll tell you if a person put the wrong transponder in, or if they're using a different personal transponder than the one they're supposed to be using, or the one they signed up under. And it just makes things for the race directors much easier to use. Everybody here has loved it. I've been invited to come to like 4 or 5 big races already and run the world championships, all sorts of things. It's just been great.
Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of qualifying, and so far we've had a few little problems. During the last rounds of practice, I destroyed my car, which was right now probably sitting about a top 5 car. It basically forced me to stay up all night. Spent about the last 7 hours building a new car, going into the last round of qualifying, and right now it's kind of up in the air. We're got a group of about 8 other racers with me. We'll be starting last, and I guess there's only one place to go, and that's forward. So we'll take it from there. We'll see where we can go, and hopefully we're looking to be in the top 10 when this is all done.
This is 45 in the track, 46 be sitting there looking at me, 47 attack. Warren in lead, Utley in second, TJ back to third now, Rod in fourth, Dwayne in fifth, TJ in fifth, TJ back to fourth, TJ with a 4-5, Gary Warren with a 4-7, comes Dwayne Silver with a 4-2, Carson out of 4. Go, John, drive left. Dormax broke. Utley with a 4-3. Josh Utley with a 4-3, 955, 401. Utley, you're done with a 55, 401.
Well, we've completed 3 rounds of qualifying, and unfortunately the luck was not going in my direction. Just like in regular racing, whether it be NASCAR, IRL, Indy cars, in the radio control sporting event, you got to have luck on your side. And this weekend, we had a really fast car to start off with. The car was destroyed early on. I'm on about my 3rd car now. Countless hours of rebuilding the cars, and you know, a lot of test time went into it. Right now, we're going to go into the main event. We're going to continue this week and keep a positive attitude. You know, with a group like Trinity behind me and a lot of the driver support, all you can do is put your best foot forward and continue on and go to the next race.
This is Touring Pro Mod, AMA 10th Annual Snowbird Nationals 2004.
Your local hobby shop or online at Dubro.com.
Yeah, the week's been extremely tough. We've been up for, 24 hours at a time, going to bed at 5, 6 in the morning, waking up at noon. It's a tough race, but, it's one of the best of the year. So we look forward to it every year, and it's definitely taking a toll. By the time Sunday afternoon comes around, you're pretty tired, ready to go home. Okay, the last race went really good. I took the pole position in the 19-turn expert class, and in the mod class I ended up 6th overall, which is good. We got both races coming up on the final. I'm on the pole at 19-turn. That one's coming up in about 10 minutes. And then the mod final, where I'm sitting 6th, is coming up in about 2 or 3 hours. So sitting really good. All the cars are good. Team Lucy cars are working really good. Trinity modes are great. So we'll see if we can bring home a win.
And we got a good start here, as you would expect from the pros. Matt Francis, Kinwald, and let's see how it sorts here. Francis, Kinwald, and Baker. Timu in 4th. It's 1 leading 2 and 3. They're running in qualifying order for the first 3 cars. Here comes Matt Francis, your TQ. 11.5 for Matt Kinwald, 11.3 Baker, 11.4. They work their way past the driver's stand. Now we have the 8-car, Josh Cyril, up to 4th, but those leaders trying to stretch it out. Matt catches a pipe. Oh, man, slams the door on Kinwald. He tried to take a look on the inside. Baker trying to put a move on Kinwald, gets caught on the outside, and Baker gets by Kinwald. Matt Francis trying to stretch it out here. Matt Francis trying to put some space between him and that second place car, Barry Baker. 1-year leader, 3 in 2nd, and Blackstock running 3rd, getting pressure from behind from Paul Lemieux as they work their way out of the keyhole. Francis still your leader, Baker still in 2nd, cutting it close to the pipe. Baker can't quite find a way to get by Matt Francis as they come out of the keyhole. Down the straightaway, Francis showing some serious horsepower. 11.7 for Barry, hits a pipe hard but maintains his position. Paul Lemieux still in that 3rd spot. There's Paul in the 7th car. 15 seconds now. Matt Francis well out on Barry Baker. Barry still in 2nd. Paul Lemieux in the 7th car still in 3rd. 5 seconds left on the official clock. And Barry, you're done. Cross the line and you're done. And Matt Francis on a parade lap here. Cross the line and you're done.
All right, the race went good today. It's all over with now. We ended up TQ and winning the 19-turn class. It went great. Had a good battle out with everybody, but led it from start to finish, so it went really good. In the mod class, qualified 6th, ended up finishing 6th. We held the lead for a couple laps, but it just didn't pan out for me. A couple costly mistakes, but, you know, hey, it went good. So finished 6th in the mod class, TQ and win in the 19-turn class, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Cool Hobby Shops, your link to enjoying life.